Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Reverend Isaac Emelike, and today I have a serious problem that I want you to address. My listeners, with me here is Reverend Dr. Ibe Abose, man of God. Greet our listeners.
You're welcome, my listeners, and remain permanently blessed.
A student in JS1 has vowed to be a medical doctor. What advice do you have for him or her?
Yes, that student could even vow to be a psychologist. That student could vow to be a mathematician. That student could vow to be a lawyer. But the question is, what subject what subjects will he be interested in? What subjects will he like? What subjects will he do well? That is what determines what the person becomes. You don't vow to be a doctor, but you are an art student. You don't know chemistry. You don't know physics. You don't know biology. You don't know mathematics well, and you want to be a medical doctor. It is academically impossible. You see, before you vow, what you can become, know the courses, the subjects you know in your fingertips. For instance, if you know literature in English very well, if you know religious knowledge, if you know economics, if you know government, if you know history, there's no need for you to vow to be a medical doctor because you cannot become. It is impossible for you to become a medical doctor with all these subjects. I know mathematics is compulsory, English language is compulsory, but the other three science subjects, biology, chemistry, physics, physics, you must credit at least before you become, a medical doctor you want to become. So it is not bad to vow, but when you vow, you must make sure you authenticate it by knowing the subjects that are necessary for that. Otherwise, you don't need to vow. Some people have vowed to become lawyers, but they are science students. They don't know literature in English well. They don't know government. They don't know history. They find it difficult to even remember dates and so on and so forth. And they have vowed to be lawyers. They cannot be. You cannot credit chemistry, physics, biology, and you have F9 in literature in English, you have F9 in government, in Christian religious knowledge, and you want to be a lawyer. It is impossible at all. So whenever you want to vow alongside the courses that you know very well. That otherwise you'll be wasting your time.
You'll be wasting your time.
Yeah, you'll be wasting your time. When I was a student, I'm an old student of Federal Government College, Sokoto. I attended a federal government college where when you come to a community, you may not see up to 5 persons that were federal government college students. In fact, my school is the #1 federal government college of Nigeria. Yeah, because Queen's College was built during a colonial era. King's College was built but the federal government college is the first one built by Nigerian government at the administration, during the administration of JTU Aguiyi-Ironsi. So when we were there, I made the mistake, but I corrected myself. I was interested in chemistry. I liked carrying the book, big chemistry textbook. Then I had to, put chemistry as one of the subjects I offered. But I was an art student as a secondary school student. In fact, when my classmates will write anything, they will bring it to me for me to vet before they will present it. This English language, this literature in English, history and all that. I knew them very well by the grace of God. But I put chemistry, and I was finding chemistry difficult. Finding it very difficult. What saved me was I had to go to change chemistry from chemistry to literature in English. When I was almost going to class 5, there was no SS anything then. Then they obliged me. Then when I took literature in English, I made the best result of my subjects, all my results, all the credits I got and all that. Literature in English was the best, which I started doing in class 5. You see, I dodged having F9 in chemistry. So I need to also help students who are interested in one thing or the other, but they are not vast in the subjects. Please, whenever you want to be interested in any course of study, you must be interested in the subjects that lead to the course of study. That is where your interest will be reasonable. Otherwise, you would have washed your hands to crack palm kernels for that chicken. If you are interested in one course, and you are not interested in the subjects that lead to the course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
Amen.